Ladies and gentlemen, it is May 2nd, 2013, and this is the KNKL live stream, day 48. I am your host, Keenan Lafferty, and today is Thursday, and right now there is some noise going on outside, but I can magically close the door with my magical powers. There we go. And today we are going to be jumping right back into the park scene. The park, which is going to be the next month's thank you picture that I'm sending out to all my lovely readers, all my lovely supporters, and it is going to be featured in place of this picture right here. As you know, every month I like to feature the people who like to donate. Their names are on this piece throughout the month, and then it goes straight to the website for time and all eternity. So if you'd like to get your name on next month's picture, which I'm going to be working on right here, obviously, just click the link below in the comments and you can go ahead and donate as little or as much as you want. Alright guys, now normally we do reserve Thursdays for more intimate things. We talk about philosophy, we talk about life, and there might be a little bit of that today, but really what I want to do today is focus on kind of relaxing and just kind of having a good time and kind of feeling the peace and hoping that you can. I'm going to try my best to not talk a lot today. And I want you guys to kind of focus on what's going on with the picture, kind of pay attention to my state, and halfway through the show, my brother might come in with some tacos, and I might just turn myself off so I can eat and work at the same time. We'll see if that is a possibility, because he is getting Del Taco, and I don't like to work, or I don't like to eat soggy Del Taco, right? Gotta have those tacos, especially those crunchy ones. You gotta have them while they're fresh. So, yes, today we are just going to be relaxing and having some fun and working on this. So without further ado, let us go ahead and get back to where we left off yesterday. But I hope that you guys are all having a great week. I know that I am having an awesome week. Can't wait for Friday. Got a cool rooftop concert I'm going to tomorrow with a friend of mine. I actually used to play in a band with him. His name is Tyler Osmond, and he is related to the great Osmonds of Utah. And that man is amazing. And now when I decided to go off and move to California to work at Riot, he decided to continue going with another band. He signed up with another band called the Desert Noises, and they are getting very, very big, very popular down here. So I always love it when people kind of just go for their dreams and they succeed. I love to see that happen. So he is playing at a concert tomorrow, and I'm excited to go see him do that. That's going to be a lot of fun. So, yes, my week has been very, very good. Really been relaxing. Listen to some good talks. Listen to some really, really good talks. For those of you who want some good, like, motivational material, things to make you go, about your life, and you're just looking for some motivation, type in, there's something I was looking at today. It was called 100 Ways to Motivate Yourself. I believe that was what it was called. But just to make sure, let me go ahead and pull it up. Let me go ahead and pull it up so you can see what we got here. Alright. 100 ways to motivate yourself. And that should bring you to this video right here. Now, this video, the man that's talking during it, he's actually kind of like low, kind of relaxed. Like his voice is kind of low and relaxed. Sounds like Garfield for those of you who watched that cartoon a long time ago. And at first it's a little bit off-putting. It's like, oh, this guy really isn't into it. But as you keep going, you'll notice that the things he's talking about are really, really awesome. Like, I put a bunch of these things in my journal today. One of which, probably the most profound thing that I've ever heard in a long time, was great things are created slowly, right? And I actually wrote that down right there, see? Great things are created slowly, because I always wanted to remember that. And he goes into these really cool concepts, and what that means there is great things created slowly, is that when you go to undertake a project, you go to, whatever type of job you're doing, when you start it out, you want to break it into these little segments, and you want to allow yourself a little bit of like laziness. You kind of want to just relax and get into it. Take it easy, right? Because you don't want to overwhelm yourself, because when you're overwhelmed, your mind is going to quickly figure out all the reasons why it can't be done, and then you'll give yourself the excuse to quit early, right? But if you break it down into small chunks and you allow yourself to be a little bit lazy, you get to kind of fool your body into like thinking, oh, this isn't too bad. I can handle this. You know, you're going to get yourself into a state of mind that allows you to get the job done. And what that really sums it up is great things created slowly. It's not about how fast it gets done. It's about the fact that you're actually doing it, right? Because so many people psych themselves out. They think about all the terrible things that can happen, and then they don't even get started. So I really kind of, that really resonates with me, and I think I'm a big believer in that. I'm a big believer in just get started on it, just get going on it. Break it down into the smallest chunks possible, and just get started, because so many people, they don't even start. They don't even take the first step. And this is probably like one of the first things that I talked about a long, long time ago. Like even before I thought of, Thoughtful Thursday, just every now and then I would take time on the show to talk about things that I thought were really important, things that really resonated with me, and things I've heard that I really wanted to pass down to you guys, and hope that it would maybe make you think about your life, maybe think about things a little bit more differently, a little bit more positively. And I'm a big fan of that. So yeah. Right now I'm working on this little RC car here. This is pretty fun. This is what is allowing buttons to be propelled through the air. He likes to ride on RC cars. For those of you who don't quite get this joke, it might be because you have not read the latest part of Emma, and you need to go see that right now. It came out 2 days ago, or 3 days ago. You need to go check that out right now. Actually, it was 2 days ago, so on Tuesday. So go check that out right now, and this joke might make a little bit more sense. And yeah, I've just been listening to some good talks on YouTube. I love the fact that you can just access things like that nowadays. Like, how cool is that? I can only imagine what, where would people have to go before this? They'd have to go to the library, find some book. And I mean, well, that's interesting that I said that, is because that's actually where I found my first book that made me start to think about things a lot differently. And it was Abraham and the Law of Attraction. For those of you who haven't heard, Esther Hicks is the writer of that, and kind of talks about the law of attraction. What you think about, you will attract to you, right? And a lot of that stuff can seem kind of hokey at first, and I'll admit when I first was reading, I was like, yeah, whatever, But I actually kind of just allowed myself to, just kind of absorb it a little bit, try it out a little bit, and I quickly started to realize that, yeah, what you do think about, what you hold in your mind, you will naturally gravitate towards, because you're just allowing it to have more significance in your life. And whatever you think about, naturally, you're going to see a lot more. It's like your, what is it called? A reticular activating system, right? Your brain tells you what things to notice in the world. Because if you noticed everything that was happening, at the same time, you would get overwhelmed, and your head would explode, right? So your brain keeps that in check. And it tells you, okay, only notice this because this is what's important. And by focusing on those things, your brain will then say, okay, we're going to find ways to bring this to you, bring what you're seeking for towards you. And so, and yeah, what's curious about that is going way back. I have this thing where I get on tangents. Going back, the first book that I found that really started to change my life, I actually did find at the library. I went to the library because I was interested in just reading about stuff. I was reading The Alchemist at the time, and it's actually one of my favorite books ever written. Every time I read that book, it makes me just look at my life and really reconsider what's happening and where I'm going. And usually it ends up with me doing some crazy thing like quitting my job and starting to make a comic. So, yeah, it's an awesome book, and I really like it. Really, really like it a lot. And so, yeah, you can get inspired from anything. You can get inspired from music. You can get inspired from books, TV, some TV show, I don't know, some dialogue in some movie. But I think what's really important is that, you want to hang on to those things. Because so often, I would always tell myself, oh, I got to remember that for later. Or, oh, man, that was so awesome. That makes me want to change my life. And I wouldn't write it down anywhere. I didn't have a journal. I didn't have anything to write it down with. And then sooner or later, I'd just forget about it. As usually, I forget about everything else, right? I developed, growing up, I just developed this subconscious thought that I just forget stuff. I forget stuff all the time. And mostly it was because I was always thinking about, oh, what's the next thing I'm going to be drawing? What's that next big thing, right? And so, yeah, I would always, someone would call on the phone and be like, hey, tell your mom I called, right? Last time I called, you didn't tell her. And I was like, yeah, okay, whatever. And then I still wouldn't tell them, I'd have to write it down, actually, right? So I was exploring the powers of writing things down even back then, but it didn't pick up, I didn't pick up on how awesome that was until recently. and really start using it as a part of daily life. So, yeah, subconsciously I had built myself up to be, I'm a person that just forgets all the time. You probably shouldn't rely on me because I just forget about stuff, you know? And it's not a very good thing to think of yourself as. It's not very good. It's not a very uplifting or positive way to think about yourself. So I'd be careful with that. As well as any other hindering or limiting beliefs you have about yourself. Be careful about how you choose to define yourself. And yeah, with that said, I think my buddies are coming in to give me some tacos. So I might be shutting up here in just a second. Alright guys, so I'm going to be switching over to silent mode while I eat tacos and work at the same time. So you guys just go ahead and enjoy what you see here. I'm going to turn myself off. Alright. If someone's asking a question over here, I'm gonna go ahead and take that. Anthony Coffey is asking, who's the guy that does the After Effects animation for Riot? And that man is named Anthony Possabon, and I'll actually type it over here. He's an awesome guy. He's actually got a whole team now. And he was a good friend of mine while I was over there working at Riot, and I asked him, hey, I'm doing this crazy comic thing, you know, could you help a brother out? Could you animate this and make it look really cool so I can put it on my show? And so yeah, that's why you guys see this now. He's the guy responsible for doing the animated login screens for League of Legends, and he took Emma and did the same kind of treatment with her. And that makes us oh so happy. So happy to see our characters animated in a professional style. And yeah, I wish that I could contact him again to do the rest of these characters, but yeah, we all know he's a busy man. I can't just be calling him up to do whatever I want him to do. Yes, I just realized that it's going to be hard for me to put the sauce on these tacos by myself, so I'm going to need some help.
Okay. Let me wash my hands.
Okay.
Sauce?
Yeah, I need sauce on these tacos.
Okay.
And that requires both of my hands. I can
Here's
eat with one hand, but I can't put sauce on a taco.
I'm a sausage burrito man myself.
Yeah. So yes, until that happens, I won't quite take myself off. Until I have sauce on the tacos. Alright, so buttons is looking pretty good here. I just got to make sure that this RC car is reading well. Let's see. Ah. Lovely. Lovely. He's like riding an RCXD from Modern Warfare.
It's gonna explode.
Yeah, it blows up.
Exploding buttons. No, I took off the the C4 charge, so hopefully it's a little bit more.
Well, he's already dead. You fucking killed him.
What's up?
Yeah.
It's going good. We're just eating real quick, and then we'll probably be headed your way.
Wait, you guys are going somewhere?
Yeah, we're gonna go hang out with somebody.
Okay, we'll put. Tell me you gotta put sauce on my tacos first.
Wait, say that again, Des? I don't have the money for that, dude.
Bro, man.
All right,
sir.
thanks, man. I really appreciate it, though. All right, but next time, you guys go see a movie that I know I won't like, I will definitely bring money for it.
What are they going to see?
Oblivion.
Oh, nice.
Just kidding. That one has Morgan Freeman, so I'd love it.
It does?
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen the trailer.
Nice.
But anyway, yeah. I already know he doesn't have the money. We just spent all our money on a Fiesta pack.
What a freaking jerk.
Yeah, speaking of that, these tacos are still sitting here and getting soggy, so
yeah.
Tell me you gotta go.
All right, I gotta go. See you, man.
Soccer.
Alright, hand me 3 burritos, Colton.
Sausage taco?
Wait, where are my other tacos?
Yeah, I know. I have
You
it.
have plenty. You got
Then sauce it.
all these
Oh,
right
Okay,
here.
where's the
They're all
sauce?
yours.
Salsa!
Ah!
By the way, for those of you who are curious, this is my little brother Deebs, if you haven't seen him before, and his friend Colton is down here. They're both helping me out with the comic now. Deebs is helping me mask, and Colton is the guy responsible for making the awesome dialogue that you heard from Clem in the last part. So we really decided, like, he really helped out with figuring out how we were going to lay out his dialogue and his sort of southern drawl, southern accent.
I based the character off of my dad.
So yeah, both of these guys are very, very creative, awesome people. And now they are going to take care of my tacos.
I have to sauce his tacos.
Don't make it sound so naughty.
When you're done, will you sauce my taco?
I like it.
Do you want me to feed it to you while you work?
That might be a little bit too much.
I think it'll be cute.
I like it.
Actually, you technically could, because I could turn off the camera and nobody could see.
No, you have to. You have to keep it on.
It's
I don't know. I don't know if people would appreciate that. I don't know
Okay.
if people would appreciate. They came to watch the art. They didn't come to watch you feed me tacos.
Yes, they did. Okay.
No, they didn't.
Here's the show's broken, so you
Fuck that. Come on. Mm,
Oh, it's so good.
Wow.
It's all over his tablet.
I like it. Mm. Oh, the cheese fell on my tablet.
Let me know when you're ready for another bite.
Someone's saying something about your awesome shirt. They like your shirt.
Oh yeah, my ocean eye.
Yeah, I like it. I told him it reminds me of Shimagora. All right, next bite. Go. Mmm. Mmm.
On a scale from 9 to 10, how good are those tacos?
Definitely,
Like an 11?
definitely a 9. It could be a little bit more crunchy, but the consistency is bearable.
I hate coconut. Not the taste, the consistency.
I don't want you to feed me the whole time though, Deebs, because you gotta eat too.
Yeah, I'm gonna feed you just one. I'll feed you one and then I'll sauce up the other one for when you're ready or whatever.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
When you're feeling saucy, you'll put
All right.
sauce.
I'm gonna turn this thing off. Okay, just give me the taco. 'Cause I'm hungry. Ah. Mmm. Mmm.
Sauce my taco when you're done. Hey, look, we never sauce his taco.
I can't show the technique that I used to eat these tacos.
Technique. Technique.
Is the mic still on?
Yeah.
Trigger.
Shout out to Cole and Eve.
Oh yeah, are they watching?
Yeah.
Oh,
They better be.
They're freaking better.
good. All right. Back to this. This is probably one of the more interesting dailies we've done in a while. We've got so much stuff going on. It's like a radio show
You guys talking
with tacos. Radio show with tacos. I like it a lot.
That'd be awesome. Like whatever guests you have on, they have to eat a taco while they're talking. Taco talking.
That would be
So that
cool.
would be the segment. Taco talking. Talking tacos.
I actually really like that. I've been wanting to have special guests on my show.
Taco Thursdays.
Maybe that should be like a thing. Like if I get Scott on here,
Yeah,
just
feed a
come
taco.
over here and then we'll feed him tacos as he's talking.
No, hey, it's talking tacos.
Talking with tacos. I really like that. Speaking of that, I don't know for those of you who actually live in Utah, but I was talking about how I met this guy named Scott Johnson, who is an amazing podcaster. He does a podcast called The Instance for World of Warcraft. And he does a thing called Nerdtacular, which is pretty awesome. I don't know if you heard that because of the crumbling of the paper.
Sorry.
He does this thing called Nerdtacular, and he actually invited me to go to it. So I'm going to be going, probably helping out with whatever he needs, getting some experience, maybe figuring out what I can do come time for, setting up booths at different conventions, Emma booths, selling all these kinds of merch, t-shirts and soundtracks and all that stuff. And yeah, so for those of you who are in Utah, I don't know, is it easy for people to get tickets, or is it like an invite-only thing?
No, you can get tickets. Yeah, tickets. It's a 2-day event, and it's up at Snowbird or something like that. It's at the ski resort in Park City,
Yeah.
and they rented out the lobby. And I think tickets for both days it's only like $40 a person.
Yeah, so if you live in Utah, you should definitely go check that out because I'm going to be there. And yeah, it's pretty awesome. Scott's an awesome guy, and he's hosting Nerdtacular. And who doesn't want to go to an event named Nerdtacular?
There's an butter sauce taco. You want me to feed it to you?
No, that's not necessary. You can't feed it to me fast enough. I need to eat ravenously. But I will wait for just a second. I'm going to get this RC car to a good spot, and then I'll dig in. Aaron's asking, has your brother learned to draw yet? He's doing okay.
What? What kind of question is that?
He's doing okay. We're working on it. We're working on
I'm Keenan's brother.
it. Actually, he's doing pretty good.
And I'm
Teaching
a
him.
dog.
Teaching him the fundamentals of laying out, the comic panels and how I go about using the force of the artist. You want to capture all of those unique little bits of flavor that you get when you draw something really, really quickly. So, yeah, I'm teaching him the force. That would make you Anakin, and that would be Obi-Wan, right?
Yeah, but I don't plan on leaving the Force in darkness.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely going to be a good
That's the
artist.
vote, right?
I don't know, dude. I follow Yoda on Twitter. Let me look.
So yeah, I'm teaching him the ways of using the force of the artist. And yeah, we're having fun with that. Alright, I need to introduce some more blue into this. Some more...
Do you want to sit right there?
Yeah, some slight more blue.
Oh, they're in here.
Okay.
Bring some unique hues into this. I'm seeing enough orange and browns around the place. Needs more blues. Help this pop out. There we go.
It's not bad. Not okay.
This is pretty sweet. And the mic is on, right? Okay, good. I thought I kept it off. That would be embarrassing. But that's okay because we're professional around here and we never make mistakes.
You're crumpling that too loud, dude.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, just don't crumple it. Fold it. Fold it.
Okay.
Makes less noise. Fold it into a stealth airplane. A stealth bomber. Yes, back scratches. Back scratches. This is really why I hired him to help me, so he can just scratch my back as I'm working. Really, really helps out a lot. Keeps my motivation and my spirits high, and it brings me new inspiration. That's looking good. I'm going to give it like some little treads on the edge. I think that'll help bring it out as like an RC car. These little treads. Aha!
Very good.
There we go. That's what that was missing. Just needed some treads. Thank you. Cool.
Here, yes, here's your left.
Simon, you can ask a question anytime you want. Today is relaxing, thoughtful Thursday. Well, usually it's thoughtful Thursday, but yeah, Thursdays are usually more kickback, relaxed. And yeah, you can ask a question whenever you want. Catapults are always up and ready to be cast over the castle walls.
Stop that.
I just may not be looking over like every, few minutes or every second.
Do you want me to ask you? So you don't even have to look?
Yeah, that would be efficient, wouldn't it?
Sure. I'll only choose the good ones, though.
Yeah, only
Nice,
choose it.
okay.
If they suck, just pretend like they're not there. If it's your friend asking, hey, actually, any question from your friend, don't answer.
Yeah, Colt, don't ask me. Simon is celebrating.
Yoda tweets a lot.
Yeah.
Don't look. Don't look, whatever you do.
I'm not.
Don't look.
Well, now I'm tempted to.
He took it as an invitation.
I'm tempted to.
He used to follow Darth Vader. But he didn't tweet very much.
He didn't tweet very much.
No. So I stopped.
What a wiener.
Yeah. A freaking jerk.
Okay. Get the threads in there.
Aaron asks, how many times have your brother and Colton engaged in hugging?
Does it really say that?
Yeah.
That's an example of an excellent question. But now that it's out, there, at least once per hour. It's always good.
Yeah.
It's healthy.
Keeping it regular.
It's healthy.
I'm a regular here. Is that your friend, Aaron? Or
No, that would be Aaron Pinal.
oh. Pina?
And I don't know him anymore.
I think I packaged his Emma poster.
Pine cones.
Oh yes, you did.
That's like a burrito sword.
That's nice.
A burrito sword.
Yeah, like it protects my hand and everything. It's awesome.
Alrighty.
Ouch.
Good. Good! I like drawing little RC cars.
Regular, but not too often.
Ain't that just special? Trying to figure out if I want it to be like the RC. I said
What's the bold it?
What was my last one anyway? I can't be tamed.
Where was I? Oh yeah, I was trying to decide if I wanted to make this like an actual RC car, like an RCXD looking thing, or if I wanted to. I was trying to figure out how I can make it into an RC car these like on top of. But I don't know. I was thinking about like the RC from Toy Story, maybe. We shall see. We can always add on to this. That's the thing I like about doing the paint over layers. You can do it. You can make whatever you want. You can do it and make it into whatever you want. Speaking of that, and another one of these. Cole is asking, how long do I usually engage in a single scene or work on a single scene? And the answer to that is, I'm going to turn this off. The answer to that is, well, per page, I would say it probably takes about, I don't know, like 8 to 10 hours per page. I would say, roughly. But yeah. This one here, I'm more having fun with. I usually don't do pieces like this, but I'm just kind of taking it as I go, just kind of having some fun with it. Kind of focusing on areas of detail, working on a little bit more like on like material C, like the shininess of the chrome on the wheels, and playing around with some exposure effects, like what's going on with Emma's hair and her jacket or hoodie. I'm having a little bit more fun with this one, so I don't know. I usually don't like to take too long on pieces though, because I kind of have ADD when it comes to that, and I'll usually get an idea for something else that I want to do halfway through another one. So, I don't know. Roughly, I like to spend probably just a couple days on one piece. And that's it. And then I have another idea, and I want to do something else. Yes. Yeah. All right. I'm back. Just had to ravenously devour another taco. Now I'm good. Simon is asking, how do you deal with going to cons if you're entirely new? This is a good question because I am quite the newbie when it comes to anything con related. And I don't know, I just tend to get a little bit like nervous, like giant gatherings of people in general. So I don't usually like to go to those types of things, right? Nevertheless, or much less giant gatherings of nerds. But I think the best thing to do is just, you have to plan for it. And I'm pretty, I mean, as of late, I'm pretty bad at planning. But, I mean, not as of late. Before, I used to be bad at planning. Now I'm actually really good at planning. So that's probably why things are happening. And, you know, cons are coming up. I'm like, hey, I can plan for that. I can do this. But do some research on what cons you want to attend. Before you set up a booth, I would highly recommend going and just paying attention to what other people are doing. Pay attention to what booths really grab your eye. And be like, oh, okay, well, they got this big banner. Like, this is something that I was doing. When I was there, I was taking notes. Be like, oh, they got this huge banner that sticks up above everybody else. So it's really easy to tell where they're at. And what type of merchandise are they selling? How do they interact with you? Because some people at these booths, they would be really, really unfriendly. I was like, how can you be unfriendly? You're at a freaking comic convention. You should be having fun, right? And I don't know, like they just wanted you to buy something or like go away. I don't know what their deal was. Taking pictures of their stuff, they don't like that. But I would say just go and just kind of pay attention to what works and what doesn't, and figure out how you want to represent yourself if you're going to be presenting yourself at a con. But if you're planning on just attending, then I would say definitely just plan ahead. Just plan ahead and do some research and then go. That's the best way to do it. Did you get another one, right?
Mm-hmm. Sounds good.
Thank you! Alrighty. Okay. Alrighty. I'm liking this. I'm liking this a lot. It's okay. Chance you take. I'm going to go ahead and push this in a little bit here.
Aaron is says, Keenan, you should go to livestreamstatuslist.appspot.com and get your stream advertised for free.
Huh.
All you do is send an email and you get thrown on their site every time you're online.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah, that's a good idea. I will look into that. I'll write that down right now.
Yeah, thanks for being useful now, Aaron.
Live stream. He's making up for that question that he said earlier.
Hey, he asked.
In that case, you can just keep those questions right on coming.
As long as you make up for it.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Got it. I'll check that out later. Thank you, Aaron. What a nice young man.
I was his grandma. I'd give him $20.
Such a nice young man.
Just too ready for you.
Thank you.
He was thinking ahead.
Thank you. All right, back. Okay, so I'm looking at trying to make sure that this RC car is showing up very clearly. And I want to make sure that the silhouette is always coming through very well so we can tell, you know, at a glance what's happening with the dog. With Butañas! Butañas! And yeah, so we're going to work on that and get that all set up. Let's go ahead and get a little bit of space in there. And let's take care of the background now. Let's give some bright spots in there. Bright spots in there.
Aaron says, deal to the questions.
Yeah, I saw that.
Totally.
Aaron's been making amazing progress. So now what we're going to be doing is just jumping into this, cleaning this stuff up, cleaning up these edges. And yes, I do like that. It's feeling quite good. RC cars coming along.
Yeah, the treads really
Quite
made it
well.
awesome.
Yeah. Treads look good. Hey! Let's fix that ground here. Alrighty. Okay. Let's go ahead and lay that down. Put in some slightly darker shadows towards the edges here because of our ambient occlusion, even occluding the skylight from whence it receives its blueness. Alright, let's also put that down over here. Ambient occlusion. Or shadow occlusion. Right? Shady occlusion. Okay, and just a little bit more there. Alright. And just a little bit more here. It's looking good. Still don't know how I'm feeling about this RC car. Kind of want a little bit more of like the wheels or something showing. Yeah, I think I kind of want to do that. I just show a little bit more of the back of it. A little bit more of the back of it showing here. That way we can see the perspective of it. That's pretty simple. We'll just put one of these things in there. Have it catching some light on that, and have this catching the light of the ground. There we go. Now we're dropping in some good stuff.
The good stuff.
On to the good stuff, yeah. Cool. Alright, let's put a little bit of that wheel back there as well. Who?
Yeah, who did you give a shout out to?
Yeah, who did you give a shout out to?
Cole and Eve. So, not you, Tyler. Shout out to Tyler.
So not you.
Shout out to Tyler. We love Tyler
Yes, sir.
because
Love
his
you,
last
Tyler.
name is Fitz. That's awesome.
It could be a soda.
I wish my last name was Fitz.
I'm gonna go grab a Fitz. You want a Fitz?
I want a Fitz. I want some Fitz.
Aaron says, I like how you are all wearing hats inside.
Yes! I'm wearing it because my hair is absolutely crazy right now, and I don't want to subject you to that. So really it's for your safety.
I was outside, if that makes a difference.
No.
No?
Actually, yes.
Okay.
Oh, that looks great.
Okay, I'll take it off.
Looks great. All right, hats off.
Everybody.
Everybody, hats off.
Yes, very.
My nice little matted down. Looks like a football helmet. I still look like I'm wearing a football helmet. I am okay with that.
Get a haircut.
Oh yeah. Meow meow meow.
Yes, the hats are our secret to greatness.
Yes. Can only keep it off for so long, and then I'm like Mario.
It breaks down.
Mario, start breaking down, start losing my powers. Can't break blocks with my face anymore.
Hey, Ozzy Burke actually has a nice question. It says, as far as the comic goes, how does the zombie infection affect animals?
Well, for those of you who saw the bonus content of issue 1, you would know that it can affect animals. And how it affects them is basically turns them into zombie versions of themselves. Kind of like the zombie dogs of Resident Evil. Although, I don't know, but they can still be agile. I guess that's what the deal is. The animals can still be, they can still retain and even gain some sort of agility, whereas humans will become stupid and slow. So yes, I like that. All right. Actually, I think there's too much light. There's too much light on that tennis ball. It's better like that.
10 poles.
Lovely.
I was just thinking about
Hello.
that dog. Like, starts wigging out while the window's open.
there's a dog. There's a dog that lives down the street, and it goes crazy every time any noise is made near the house. And I'm surprised it didn't wig out right there. Seriously howls and barks until its voice is hoarse. You can hear it.
It's so bad.
Sounds like it's dying.
It was like 2 in the morning once, and it was outside just like. What is wrong?
Yep. All right, it's time for another one of these babies. Taco break.
When is my
Man, that was good. That was good. Yeah. Alright. Alright, guys, we got about 15 minutes to go, so I'm going to continue painting for about 5 minutes. And any questions that you would like to ask, please catapult them over the castle walls, and I'll answer them. Send them back to you on a floaty raft. On a floaty raft. Yes. Yes. What are you doing, dude? Hats. They look like Marge.
Dual hats.
He's wearing 2 hats, so he has twice as much. Here, hold on.
Did you unlock those hats properly, or did you go to an achievement server?
Oh, you freaking jerk.
I have a noble amassment of hats.
Yeah. I don't think you worked for those hats. I think you cheated to get them. You stole those hats from others.
Yeah, that's my
These
hat.
hats are rightfully others. You stole them. How's it feel?
I had to earn that. Well, anyway.
Oh, I like this one. I feel like Fresh Prince with a giant head, and I can't fit on here.
It's okay, mine doesn't fit on me either.
Can't fit on my giant dome. Especially while I'm being creative.
So, Keenan, is the catapult your favorite way of launching questions?
No, it's a cool question, dude.
So?
That's okay. That's okay.
Okay.
It's relevant.
No. Well, yes, it's actually my favorite way of launching many things. Cows, small dogs that don't shut up. I like to launch those off catapults too. Preferably into some giant ocean. I like to do that. Yeah, I just, I don't even know where I came up with the idea of casting questions via catapult. I think it was just a stroke of genius all of those shows ago. I just imagine. I think I was referring to the kingdom of KNKL, and then warfare being engaged with catapults being launched over the walls, and yeah. That is how the catapults came into being. Next question. Okay, I'm done with this. Alrighty. By the way, someone mentioned on YouTube about adding some extra leaves to the tree to make it seem more cozy. And I must say, that man was a genius because I went ahead and did it, and it did just that. It made the scene all the more cozier, all the more happy, and carefree. So thank you very much. Whoever said that out there, I love you. In fact, I gave you a little heart on YouTube, so you can enjoy that. You can enjoy that. People who give good feedback, good suggestions is how we can improve the picture. I'm always down for. Because really, this is my picture to you guys. This is my thank you to you guys. Just having some fun. Which brings me to my next manner of business. I have been thinking about setting up a contest. I actually want to do a contest based off of a theme like this, where it's like, yeah, okay, the characters are in this zombie-filled world, but where do they, what do they do in their off time when they're not running for their lives or they're not being kidnapped by pirates? What are they doing? Are they taking a walk in the park? Are they going for a swim? Are they bowling? Are they shopping at the mall? I think this is going to be one of the first contests that I actually hold, and it's what do the characters do in their off time? I think that'll be a fun way to get that started. Although I'm having some trouble coming up with some good what's the word? Some good prizes. I need to come up with some prizes for you guys. So I was thinking about maybe sending you like a frisbee or something. Who doesn't love frisbees? Maybe a tennis ball, signed by Buttons. Toothbrush, autographed by me. Blue toothbrush. These kinds of things. I think they're really good prizes, and I think you guys should compete and be at each other's throats for them because they're going to be pretty awesome. And, those are the beginning prizes. Eventually we're going to be doing boring things like checks for $1 million and, stuff like that. It's like, that's... Everybody gets that.
Rather have a toothbrush.
Briefcases, yeah, briefcases full of money, priceless jewels, bars of gold. For now, we're going to be doing all the cool, creative, fun things. Limited edition prizes. So, yeah. We're having some fun with that. Okay. Let's go ahead and throw in some clouds. Fox McClouds. Alright. Good stuff. This background, I'm probably going to work on that a little bit later. Just going to kind of focus on this stuff. All the characters are looking clean and crisp. That's good. Very happy with that. Let's see where we started with. Okay, so we started with this earlier today, and now we are here. It's looking pretty good. Pretty good. I want a little bit more of a hue shift in this dirt area, though. I want a little bit more brightness. So let's go ahead and throw a little bit of that in. little bit more saturation, a little bit more yellow, a little bit more yeller. Maybe not. Maybe just a tiny bit, tad bit. Being picked up in these areas. I'm gonna go ahead and just erase all that out of there. Catapults launching catapults. Yes, I like that. I like that idea. In fact, if you could illustrate that and post it to the Facebook immediately, that would be really, really awesome.
Yeah.
In fact, I'd like to have. That'd be really cool if, like, before I do question catapults, like we switch to a picture that was drawn by somebody that's watching. They're like, it's time for question catapults, and then it goes to like a funny drawing. I'd like that. Yeah, like a game show. So yeah, if you go ahead and draw that, Simon, I will feature it on the next episode, which would be Monday. Question catapults. Maybe we'll have a question catapults featured contest. Yes, I'd like you to draw some question catapults. What do they mean to you? What does a question catapult mean to you? Please draw it, and if I do select your picture, I will feature it on the show. And then we'll do the Emma characters in their off time. What do they do? What do they do in their leisure time?
Go for long walks.
Long walks in the park.
Long walks.
Liking this a lot. Liking this very, very much. It's feeling good. I'm actually going to rotate this. I'm going to flip it because I have not once turned this around. Whoa! It's awesome. I like it whenever I do that because it gives me fresh eyes on everything, and it just feels like everything like opens up. You know, like you really get a sense of how much space is happening on the left side of the painting. So I'm really liking that. Gestures look pretty good. The actions are looking pretty clear to me. Yeah. Yeah, I'm actually really liking it. Alrighty, so what is left to do? There's a couple things that I want to make a note of right now. And we'll call this bench PO. So we're going to be doing some painting of the bench, painting over of the bench, and I need to paint this part a little bit brighter. That way Nico's shoe can shine through. Shine on, shine on. Aaron is asking what's the resolution that we need for said picture. Whatever resolution we're working in here. I think 1280 by 720. And that will be good enough. Anything in that aspect ratio of 1280 by 720 will work for the show. And yes, go ahead and get started on that. Because we need those question catapults. We need dem catapults. I don't like that. Let's have a bit of a brighter, grayer color there.
You must infiltrate his lab.
Do you want more sauce to tacos, Ken?
I think there's only one left, is there?
2?
2?
Yeah, we got you 6, bro.
Heck yeah! Yeah, sauce me up one, please.
Actually, let me. No.
Oh, sauce me.
Mine.
No, I was gonna do it.
Alright. I'll give you your supplies.
Oh,
Okay, so is this looking good here? I think it's looking good.
I have it once. I'll set the fuck with it. So.
It's okay, your day will come. Your time is now.
Exactly. I have the sauce. I'm tearing the sauce packet.
How does it feel?
You know, not as good as I thought. little disappointing
Yeah,
because I don't get to eat it.
that can happen.
And that is finished.
Alrighty. Let's put a little bit of light on the edge there. Just a pinch, as Lulu says.
Just a nibble bit.
Just a pinch. And let's put some shadow on this area.
Do you know how that's how Krabby Patties are made?
What?
That's what makes Krabby Patties so special.
Just a pinch
There's
of love?
a pinch of love in each patty. It's a pinch of love.
Thank you, Colton.
Welcome. You're welcome. It's
Alright, I'm just gonna line the edge of this here. Oh, am I still using the chalk brush? Dang it. Oops. Oopsie. How much time we got? Oh, hey, it is time to say sayonara, ladies and gentlemen. I am gonna enjoy myself some tacos.
It's kind of a bummer. Brian just got here.
Brian just got here just in time for us to say goodbye. Alright, peoples. Fix that door. What are you talking about? Is it making a noise again? I hate it when the monitors click together. Alright, peoples. We are going to go ahead and say goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Alright. Load up epic outro music. Come to us. Alright, people, I wanted to say thank you very much for joining me once again live on your stream for the KNKL live stream, episode 48. For those of you watching on YouTube, thumbs up if you like it, thumbs down if you don't. My name is Keenan Lafferty. You guys have a great weekend. I'll see you next time. Till then, you take care.
Just a classy